Right, you don't just leave with luck, brother. How is Le Chat doing? I am back on this channel for some reason. Can't remember the specific reason. First king was first, ladies and gentlemen. No one else but him. That's why he's called the King of Five Nights of Crockers. Real. That's a game. Hope you're having an amazing day. Amazing day was in fact had. Sponsor me, Monster, please. I'd like an entire case full of the big boy ultras. Try and find some more background music before we get into this. Alright. So, this is an interesting one because Winter told me about him reacting to it, and I put it off for a while. So I thought, you know what? In the lead up to Christmas, I'll do it. So, we are here to react to this album. And let's just say, I don't know what to expect. I'll turn it down my end. So I apologise. I'm very, very underprepared in terms of me setting up the stream, so if anything goes wrong, I apologise. If you can't hear shit, then sorry. I just pretty much blame my inability to stream nowadays. How is people in chat? How are we doing in chat? I'm here, bum cooking in the studio. Lurk mode activate. You're doing the same thing as King, but the thing is, King's not home or in any studio, as far as I'm aware of, brother. But it's valid, brother. It's valid. Go cook your things, bro. Go cook that content. Don't know, how are you doing today? I be Kushti. This. Can I even use this anymore? I don't fucking know anymore. It just means okay. We Kushti. This is going to be a very interesting reaction. I have no idea what to expect. Let me just... Actually, I forgot to share in the ones. Thanks, Pink, or you dick. You were a bit too late. I'll just delete my previous message because apparently it's already on it. Where is it? Put. Oh shit, wrong one. Working on vids for the rest of 2024 along with the thumbnails for the person you're reacting to. Yes, I love it. I'm valid. I'm working on the... I don't know if I can say it, but I'll be cooking. That's all I can say to that. Let's just say I am cooking. Let me just... Alright. I think it is time to play a quick self promo before we get into the thing. I was on season 2, episode 2 of Winter Talks. I'm very happy to be a part of it, and let's just say I hope I come back to this because I really enjoyed being on the Winter's podcast. So it's highly recommend it. As well as King's podcast. I know he's done one recently with Kami, so go check out King's podcast as well. But in terms of why we are here, I liked and I subbed with the bell from time ago. Um, ooh, I'm not ready for this. Lord help me. All right, checking if audio levels are good.
Back to Winter Does Stuff, where we react to some crazy stuff, and we also have some pretty crazy camera angles. Today, we have the Golden...
Yeah, okay, audio levels are good. Alright, are we fucking ready, chat? Are we, in fact, ready? Let everyone cook. They be cooking that content in a massive cauldron. Oh yeah, okay. Lord help me.
Hello, welcome back to Winter Does Stuff, where we react to some crazy stuff, and we also have some pretty crazy camera angles. Today, we have the Golden Trio and ComplexiVerse Restoration. This has been an album that I've not exactly waited a long time for, but this is one that I've been eagerly anticipating doing my reaction for. ComplexiVerse Restoration is essentially the remaster redux of the ComplexiVerse album from the Golden Trio that I reacted to, I want to say just earlier this year or last year from the time you guys might be seeing this. I don't fucking know.
Hey baby, welcome to stream.
Because upload schedules are bullshit and I never follow them.
Upload schedules, what the fuck's that? I upload? Never. I never upload. The fuck you mean upload schedule? At least Winter has said upload schedule, and I just don't. So, if you're thinking of expecting content, expect some throughout this month and next month. February, I have no fucking clue.
I've heard this album contains new material, new tracks. Other than that, I really just kind of want to get into it. Brandon said this was going to be a more exciting one. He also did tell me that he added key changes sporadically throughout the album, so I will be keeping my ear out for those.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
The key
without any
change
further
album is
ado,
this
we
one.
should
This is the
click
key
play
change
on
album.
our OBS here. Should be right there. And let's get into it. ComplexiVerse Restoration. This is a 50-minute album, so we might be here a while.
So before we get into the nitty and gritty, I'm gonna go through each track, tell them what they mean, how long it took, and I was pinpoint it to the overall story, okay? Like the overall CNT story, because each track is a different stage in a story. Is that okay with everyone in chat? For those who are very level-headed with the lore, and for those who want to know more about it, are you okay? No, alright then, but joking. I was about to be like, okay, bet we stay silent and give my thoughts afterwards. But bet, alright. We do this shit. Let's go.
Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. God damn, that sounds smooth. Something that I gotta mention is that even though it was good, the original ComplexiVerse and a lot of Brandon's material before then sounded very MIDI. It is very clearly electronic stuff. The guitar here, the acoustic sounds like an actual guitar. That's crazy. It sounds so good. Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Also, Lipton, I'm back. Please sponsor.
Love being an influence on my man.
Yeah.
So I fucking fooled you all. So with this track, the guitar isn't MIDI. And no, I didn't record it. It was a free online loop that was up for grabs. I fucking took it and fucking used it. It was copyright free, so it's all good in that regard, so don't worry. I made sure it's copyright free, put it through every single test I could. Also known as uploading the track on YouTube, seeing it pass through copyright, and then deleting it over and over again. And yes, you are a massive influence on me, my beloved. The fuck? Fuck you mean? Always have, always will be. Miss ma'am? I don't know how you say. I don't know if that's the correct way of saying that. So yeah, I used a loop for this song, which I haven't done in fucking 4 or 5 years, because everything's just MIDI. So yeah, just a little fucking dickhead drivers outside. Sorry, but yeah, just a little behind the scenes, little pointer for this track.
Yeah, that sounds so good.
And yes, Lipton,
And the choir effects.
Lipton, give Winter a sponsor already. Just like just like Monster, you should give me mine.
Wow. Damn, dude. This must be one of the new tracks, because I don't remember this being the opener. This sounds so good. Wow. It's very simple in its rhythm, but damn. Yeah, dude. It's so smooth.
Is it
And
this?
I love the waveform at the bottom. I love the shifting background imagery.
Well, what I was gonna say, sorry lads. Sorry lads and ladettes, I don't know what I was gonna say. But yeah, this is probably one of my favourite tracks in the album. It's up there, but it's not my favourite. There is a favourite which we'll get into quite soon.
Nice. Really well done with that one. Yeah, that just sounded so smooth and so organic. The plucks felt very real.
They were.
It's not as noticeably MIDI anymore. There's still a little bit of that electronic twang to it, but other than that, that was amazing. That was really well done.
Born for Something More is, it's literally, I guess, well, it's not the intro track to the previous album, but it's, okay, ComplexiVerse Restoration is an alternate viewing point of the events of the previous album. So some that were from the previous album have been remastered to solidify that Restoration isn't a remaster album, it's just another alternate view of said story in Decrypted's sort of point of view. Born for Something More is when it's when he wants to achieve far more, as he knows that you can always aim for higher in the universe he resides in, because even though throughout Havoc you can obviously strive to do some good in the world. So this is him before Decrypted era. So this is Brandon Old Terror, folks. This is Brandon Old Terror you're looking at in that album piece on the right. You can't even see it, but fuck it, we ball. Made this track in about an hour and a half, I think. So I took my time with this one. Normally tracks take like an hour, maybe 45 minutes. So yeah, what was something more at the very beginning of, well, it's before the Decrypted arc. Before Brandon Altera turned into said decrypted child, so he wants to try and do some good, yet he can't, cause Mesmeridium's in his fucking bloodstream, so shit. That was that one. Next up, if I remember correctly, is the Lethal Deal, which I'll explain later.
Ooh.
There's Lord and Holy Habodeth. His redesign, because he needed one.
Ooh, the lower guitar in the back. And the bass, I hear that too.
I don't use this bass anymore. Well, I use it for some stuff, but I just have a different bass plugin now.
Okay.
I use Flex in FL.
Damn, okay. I love the drum build-up. It's, again, very organic. Ooh, the guitar!
Probably one of the heavier ones in the album, I think. Well, at least one of the heaviest, slower songs I've done.
Dude. What the fuck? Oh, there it is, yeah. Oh, that riff is so nice. Yeah, dude, I love that. I love how foreboding that choir sounds.
It's a different choir than what I normally use. Thank God for sound fonts. I use sound fonts in my original stuff as well. It's not just FL stuff. Sound fonts come in clutch.
What are we gonna do here?
The unexpected to build my discography. We're doing the unexpected, Winter. I will be making note of a very certain thing that I've done throughout the album. I mentioned it before, this is the key change album. Not because there's one key change, because there's fucking many of them. And I didn't realise until after the album was released, I'm like, oh fuck.
I love that riff. Oh, hell no, dude. Already? No! No way! Track 2? Are you kidding?
Well, yeah. Past the intro track. This is track
Yo,
1
the
of
key
the bass.
change!
Of the bass stuff. Well, yeah, technically track 2. I'm an
Fucking
idiot.
bass, man. In my head, I was like, is he gonna do it right away? Nice!
Key change number 1.
Nice!
First key change
Wow.
of the album.
You
Yes.
bastard. Track 2? Are you kidding?
I am a bastard, thank you very much.
Wow. Nice. Wow. Okay. Fair play. Alright, what do we got? What do we got?
Okay, Lethal Deal took, let's be honest, an hour to do. If I was to be honest, originally this was supposed to be like a standard like piano, electric guitar, bass, choir sort of thing. I removed the pianos and I think I made a good decision with that one. In terms of the story, Habiteth comes of like, hey, I can just heal you if you let me merge with your conscious and I'll make said decisions for you as well while your body heals. Brandon Altera said, well, I've got no other choice, then he just kind of done that. That is that deal. And then so then he turns into Decrypted after this. Decrypted's origins is his father abused the shit out of him, injected him with the very same essence as the Dodeca Prime, because there's still essence of that roaming around from the explosion that happened in chapter 1. Decrypted will probably be around chapter 6, maybe 7 in Scientia. So think about that, it's been like billions, if not millions of years passed since the very first big event of Scientia. That's kind of that. Next one is developing Havoc itself, which isn't really meant to be anything big. It's just like, we build the Havoc, let's have a sci-fi tune to it.
Next.
And this is what I came up with.
Developing Havoc itself. This is interesting because this seems to be just a whole new track list. If I'm correct, this was supposed to be just. Isn't this designed to be like a remaster or a redo of ComplexiVerse? It's
Kind of.
either that or this is the sequel album, and I'm not remembering that correctly.
It's a alternate viewpoint slash prequel. I'd say alternate view on the story. Because the reason why I remastered certain tracks because it's retelling certain events. That's probably why I remastered them. In terms of the new ones, they're just there to expand the ComplexiVerse sort of era, or at least its fucking storyline in terms of the cryptid side. So yeah, that's kind of so ComplexiVerse is just an alternate viewpoint on what the previous, in terms of what the OG ComplexiVerse album couldn't fulfill. So because there was no story involved in terms of the ComplexiVerse. When it comes down to the cryptid side and what he's experiencing through the events, even the previous events before he goes to the ComplexiVerse, then just kind of seemed to make sense to have like an alternate view while it's still being like half of a prequel and like semi-sequel. So we'll just say an alternate viewpoint album, an alternate viewpoint album. So that's kind of all I'll say for that one.
Huh. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going because it seems to be a new track list. This is not going at all from how I remember the original album going, so.
Well, it's the same story, but it's just a different viewpoint.
I really like this waveform and seeing how. Like, the soundscape develops based on that. Ooh.
I'm gonna be honest. I literally screen shared on OBS FL Studio's fucking wave format and just put
And
a
that's
green
the
screen
other thing
behind
that
it.
I'm noticing a lot more. Because of these headphones, they're really good headphones. It's that with this album, I mean, already there seems to be so much more of a soundscape. In the original ComplexiVerse album, it was just very,
I'm an idiot, don't mind me.
very simple stuff, very stuff that was all in your realm of traditional listening. But with things like headphones, you listen to stuff like this, and it's a lot more intricate and detailed, and that's what I love about Brandon's stuff. Because he can make it a lot more intricate and detailed now with the stuff that he has at his disposal. So.
No, because to have a mech in the thingy, you may not be able to see because my camera's blocking it, but the Habermeck is. The Habermeck's blueprint is the fucking album
Is
art
this
for this
like an
track.
interlude track? Or.
No, it's just. This isn't an interlude track. The interlude track is Trial and Confinement, which is later. Before it gets to the very
Oh.
first deluxe.
I thought it was gonna end there.
The interlude track is later.
It's very ambient and spacey. I like it.
I was going for like a sci-fi, like we built this shit, like hacking music. Is this hacking music? Into the mainframe we go. Please tell me you've unlocked the door by now, please. I'm on it. I'm an idiot. Leave me
So
alone.
far, each of the three tracks has had a very distinct flavor to them as well. In terms of how they feel. So.
There's an interesting thing I've done with this track, which we'll get to at the very end, is that I incorporate different sounds, and this is a new sound I've incorporated, which is a heartbeat.
Oh wow. Okay, that is the end of that one.
Developing Havoc itself, very different than what I'd normally make. Very completely fucking different. Made that in, if I was to be honest, 20 minutes. Because I just used the same riff from, like, a well-known song I've done, Enraged Battlefield, which does get a revived version in this album in 2 tracks. In 2 tracks in further into the album than where we already are. Developing Havoc itself, he's building the Cryptid's basically building the Havoc mech. That's kind of all that's going to be explained. That's kind of all that needs to be said. So developing Havoc itself, he's building the thing that will potentially kill millions. For those who didn't know, this is the big fucking machine that so happened to get him imprisoned. He was going to be put in prison regardless, but that just upped his fucking chances. Not only did he commit treason, but he committed fucking genocide. Yeah. This is just a very weird, like, sci-fi track, so it's kind of all I'll say for that one. Not gonna lie, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna leave you with, I know I may have showed this off on stream, but, actually no. I'll save it for the Scientia recap, actually. I'll save it for the Scientia recap. I was gonna show off something, but no. I am going to go to the bathroom and in the meantime enjoy some lo-fi vibes too in the meantime. So, in a bit, lads. Where's my music gone? God damn it. Fucking dick. I hate my PC sometimes. Whenever I press loop on a certain song, it doesn't want to loop. Hello, chat, I'm here. And my viewers just dropped. Nice. From over the hell to over the hell. Oh, that's it. Fucking YouTube Analytics lying to me. YouTube Analytics are weird. I'm still doing it regardless. Okay, I'm having fun. Anyway, well, I am back. It's time to continue with this reaction.
It was a shorter track than the rest. Ambition beyond belief.
My favorite track.
It is him.
I know I fucked up. Okay, wait, where's OBS? Need to show my mouse. I may or may have not have done an oopsie. I may or may have not committed oopsie. You see this art piece here, which was drawn beautifully by Squish. I used it twice. No regrets. Oh hey, and MB is in the chat. Hey, ha! A winter appears. Hello. We're currently at ambition beyond belief. Just yeah, I want to go back to something. You know how you mentioned in what was it? Born for Something More, that the guitar sounded more realistic. I fucking fooled you. I fooled everyone. I used a guitar loop, a copyright-free guitar loop, and I went through every test to make sure it was actually copyright-free, so I could use it. I rewinded, but just thought I'd give you that information. Actually, I need to go live chat. Just so it shows all comments. Just in case we get any people that shows blocked messages, so I can combat that. But just go into Discord real quick. I see you are watching the video at full resolution. It's just so I can see chat. I don't have dual monitors, sadly. So I gotta do what I've got to do. One day, dual monitors. But dual monitors, my beloved. I will have you someday. Let me try and get this video back up. There we go. Yeah, so ambition beyond belief. I'll explain that at the very end, but this is my favorite, my all-time favorite track in this album, along with one other, which we'll get into later. So it's all good. you know. Right. Just say my beloved texted me. Say Squish messaged me, so don't worry. Me girlfriend. My wife just ain't married yet. Right. My favourite track is here, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll know why.
Ooh. Oh my god, what? No. What the hell? Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, that piano! What the shit, Brandon? And it's a lot faster than you'd expect it to be.
Mm-hmm. Way faster.
That's beautiful! Oh, the strings!
I'm a genius, ladies and gentlemen, apparently. Genius when...
Ooh, I love that piano! More stuff like this, please! Ooh, the synthes! Oh, I love this build! What's it building to, though? Yo! God, that piano is gorgeous. So tasteful. Ooh, taking out that main piano and just leaving the rest of the soundscape. Oh.
Yep.
Brandon has become such a good musician, just in general. He's so damn good.
Good, never. I just kind of see myself as decent. I haven't unlocked my full potential yet. The reason I said I haven't said yet is because I have a track coming up
more of
later.
The choir, giving it more space. Wow. Oh, I love that synth. There's the piano back. God, that thing is beautiful.
I'll explain.
That piano roll is
this.
So complex.
You have no idea how many times it took for this piano to be right. This track alone probably, like, I know it said it took a long amount of time, but the main reason why the main bit that took the longest, maybe 20 minutes, was just the piano lead alone. 20 minutes for a lead piano. And the rest of the 25 minutes was choir, violin, synths, fucking effects, mixing it all and mastering. That's all done in 25 minutes for me. The lead for this fucking song took half of its production time. What the fuck? Lord help me. Well, it sounds good in the end product, which I'm very happy about. I messed around with velocity a lot with this fucking piano lead. That's why it took long as shit.
What?
The most beautiful track I've made, I think.
Are you kidding, dude? What? We just had one. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Whoa. Wow. And oh my god. It's such a beautiful key change.
Keep an eye on chat, don't worry.
Oh my god, and the violins coming in. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. This is making me tear up. What the fuck? Wow.
My most beautiful track today, I think.
Wow. That's beautiful. What the fuck? Brandon. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. That was a beautiful key change. Wow. Resolving it. That nice.
Before we get into this, I'm talking about Mission Beyond Belief a bit more. And Mission Beyond Belief, it's pretty much moments before the cryptid goes to war. He's like, people need to learn the truth, and he's like, he's psyching himself of like, I have that ambition way more beyond what other people believe is the truth. He's ambitious to get the truth out, but he has zero belief in himself if it's going to succeed. He's just doing it because the truth needs to be heard. So, because in the story, people are blinded by powers above their own. That's kind of why the crypt is like, wake the fuck up, people. So yeah, Ambition Beyond Belief is my all-time favorite of this album. My all-time favorite. It's the most beautiful piece I've done since the remaster for Scientia's theme Taken, so that's all I'll say for that one. But we're getting into a very not. This is probably my least favorite in terms of belief in the concept, but not the execution. Sounds like you in this album. Not gonna lie. How fucking dare you? But you're not wrong though. I'm like, fuck it. Album put together, whack it all together. Will it go as planned? Fuck no, but am I doing it anyway? Yes. That just mean anything. Will it go right? Probably not, but am I gonna do it anyway? Fuck yeah. That's decrypted its whole fucking attitude. Like, will this work? Fucking no at this point. Am I doing it anyway? Fucking yes. Zero fucks given when it came to this album. Ooh, okay. This one is my least favorite just because of it's poorly mixed. And I did everything in my power to make sure that fucking everything was good in terms of this track. I was using very crappy headphones at the time, so you can't really fault me because I think it's either I misplaced these or I did this eons ago, which I just then which I just updated the sound and just left it. I can't remember with this one. I'll give this track its justice in Tomb re-envisioned. I think it needs a this one needs a redo, I think. Yeah, the guitar is a bit overpowering. Yeah, I'll get into it later. I'll get more specifically into it later, but I think I just mixed this very poorly. So yeah, not my favorite of the album.
Ooh, Enraged Battlefield! Shit, yo! So this is what I do know. I know that. That's right. So this is a sequel album, but I do know that a few of the more favorable tracks of Brandon's from the previous album were brought into this one and given a revived touch. So
Was Enraged Battlefield in the previous album? I'm trying to think of the track list in my head. So it's OG ComplexiVerse, which is I'm not gonna count the intro and the outro track because they don't really count. Wide One, Emblem's Power, Blacks Out. Fuck was in the middle. That's the problem here. Oh, I need to go into my fucking discography again. I have so many tracks. It just kind of seems jumbled. Uh, lore update.
New Pantene.
Shut up, Pantene. I don't really care about that right now. Too Far Gone. Yeah, that's the next one. Multiverse Error. That's just the interlude. I don't really care. Arm Yourself. Ruins. Closer Forward. Not again. Dark Litigation. So it wasn't in the previous one. Look, I thought it did. I thought it was like somewhere, like, I guess, either, but it was somewhere between Too Far Gone and So Just No Problems. That's what I thought. Guess not. I thought it was a but I'll remaster it. It's either it was in the album or I probably remember you showing it to me once. I think something like this was in the album, like the same melody or something, I can't remember, but I don't think I've ever showed this track publicly. I think it was just no. I showed you the other version of it that was gonna be used for fucking a previous album, but I guess it didn't fall through, sadly. So rest in peace. Into the Invalid re-envisioned that was gonna be scheduled for 2023. But it's gonna be scheduled for 2025, so I'm bringing back a project, so I'll get more into more of the Scientia projects and recapping the past few years of Scientia's entire universe and story building. In the Scientia recap that will be happening the very end of this month. I'll say December 30th, if not. Because I'll say December 30th because the next day after that is New Year's Eve and I don't want to upload a video then because now people will be spending time with family throughout New Year's Eve and New Year's. So December 30th, be on the lookout for the Scientia recap, where we'll be looking back on all projects I have done in the past 3-4 years, and also look to the future and see what it holds, while giving a few surprises and announcements. Who knows? I know, but you won't. Until then.
I'm excited for this one because Enraged
Yeah, that was it.
Battlefield was
Yeah.
one of my favorites on the original. Okay, hell yeah, let's go.
It's the lead guitar that's just. Yeah.
Oh, those drums! Whoa!
The
So much
Hyacinths.
energy.
Hyacinths. I took inspiration from Harvard Arts Resurrection, I'll be honest.
Yo! Okay.
That's just me being honest.
Damn! Oh, those kicks! I will say this distorted guitar is a little overpowering for the rest of the mix. I feel the rest of the mix could be a bit beefed up, but ooh.
That's why I hate, because the lead guitar is so fucking loud. And certain frequencies shouldn't be able to bleed through like that. I need to remove some more resonant frequencies because EQ. I need to do that for when I do the remaster for it. See how this goes.
Yeah.
I still like it, it's just not my favourite.
Okay. Giving it more space, slowing it down a little
I
bit.
think it's a tad repetitive. Oh, it is a little bit. Plus, I just need to like remaster this in general because I think when I did this round, I was like, yeah, this will sound good. Shit.
What the fuck, Brandon? This should just be the key change album.
Hey man. Lethal Deal, Mission Beyond Belief, and then this one. Yeah, 3.
Wheel. Ooh, those synths are nice.
Enraged Battlefield takes place in the very first events of the Infinity War. My man's going out into a battlefield that is so fucking... That's way fucking against him. Way against him. Like, he's on his fucking own. I mean, he hired a few people for an army, even though they fell one by one from the heroic Legion. I think that's their new canon. Their new canon name is that the Heroic Legion instead of the Heroic Soldiers. The Heroic Legion. I think it's either it'll be Legion or Army. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look back into it. But in regards to said album and where it takes place, so the very first events of the Infinity War, where everything's fucking going crazy. It's havoc and destruction everywhere. This is where it takes place. This track probably took maybe 45 minutes to an hour to do. We'll say I'm definitely going to give this a little bit of a spruce up when I do Infinite 2 Revision next year. So, yeah. That's all I'll say for this one. Not my favourite track as well.
Good track. Alrighty, guys. Sorry about.
My man chilling there. What the fuck? Wait a minute. You see this shit? Yeah, fuck off. There was a cut that I had to do. Fair enough. Just see him chilling. He is here. He haunts the very soul. He stays and he lurks. It's kind of, I just find it very funny. He's literally in the role of Assassin's Creed right now, back here. My man Kermit just chilling. Let's go. No, like I was literally just wait a minute, something's different. He's here. Wait a minute. The reason why I know him because I fucking have one. Wait, there's something green here. What? Oh god. He's on the role of Assassin's Creed. Lord help him. I think we can continue this to. Is it one against an army next?
About that recording now. There we go.
It fucking is as well.
And
My
I actually
favorite.
know this song.
One of my favorites, at least.
So I'm going to divulge that I do know a little bit of this one because this is the track for my character. Ultimatum, I believe his name is. My voice for him was revealed in the most recent Scientia trailer, which I'm very happy about. Thank you for having me on, Brandon. It was an absolute pleasure to voice this king with you. So yeah, I do believe that this is the song that plays during that trailer. So
You are fucking right. This is the track that plays during that trailer. Like, I said it on I said it on Winter's podcast that he is the only person for the ultimatums role. Sorry, they were the only person for that role at the time. Like, the more I started writing the ultimatum, I was like, Winter's got to do it. Winter's got to do it. Because I did the Cataclysm series to fully fledge his character. I'm like, Winter's the only one that can really voice this almighty fucking deity. So, always a pleasure having you. This is literally just them. This is just them vibes. It is them. They voice him. They voice this deity. One against an army is pretty much decrypted. It's going up against an entire fucking army during the war, including his father's fucking legion, the heroic legion. So the person on the right is Decrypted's father, who is David Altera, also known as the King of the Heroic Kingdom. So the Heroic Kingdom's order is to try and have peace and tranquility throughout their land specifically, but also trying to take and proclaim others for the sake of power. The citizens don't know about the last bit. They just know about. They just want to try and keep the peace, but the power and like the empowerment and taking and proclaiming other fucking kingdoms, that's all kept inside the castle walls. And the let's just say Brandon Altera wasn't very fucking happy about it. So decrypted versus his own father. What has the world come to? Yeah, going back to the old meme. It was always a pleasure having you voice the Ultimatum Winter. Always bound to be. You're going to get a lot more scripts as time goes on for the Ultimatum for War of Scientia's actual event. Because there is a fucking lot of them. And I need to dish them out next month because they're pretty much all done. I'm just trying to get more of the graphics sorted for it. So War of Scientia is going on pretty well. We're going to try and get it sorted sometime either. I'd say around mid 2025. As Into the Infinite revision will be earlier in the year, so yeah. We'll always have you to voice the Ultimatum whenever it comes down to it because you fit the role perfectly. So always happy to have you on board. Always happy to have you on board. And thank you for donating your time and voice to the Ultimatum. Go sub to Winter Dust Stuff and Reminiscent Industries, damn it, if you haven't already. You can find their channel in the description if you haven't already. Please do, I recommend it. So yeah. Proud to be voicing him. I play a lot of villains, but none of them have the deeper tone that this boy does, so it's a nice change of pace. Yeah, there's many layers to him as well. Ooh dear. When he gets pissed, don't piss him off, otherwise you'll hear like 3 separate voices talking at once. His main voice, a very higher screaming voice, and a very lower screaming voice, so like it suited it. I feel like it suited the Ultimate a lot more, so yeah. Thank you so much for lending your voice for the big boy. The big boy. The big boy deity. So he does have that deeper tone. Oh yeah, he does. He is the biggest of boys. He's a deity, so he's big. Let's do this.
Nice little tidbit for you guys. And I love the bass here. Yep. Oh yeah, there's that guitar work.
Like he just massive dick energy.
It's very slick.
God fucking damn it. MDE, massive dick energy.
The drums are going crazy right now. Oh my god! Ooh! Ting, 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 ting. Okay. Part of me wonders how these would function with lyrics. Hint, hint, Brandon, at any point. That guitar work is slick.
I'll explain the lyrics side of things later because there's a track I want to talk about.
Yeah.
It's number 4.
Brandon! What? Another one!
4 keychains so far. This is the key change album. And it's the meme album because it's the key change album.
Yo! Oh, the little beer in the back. Why? Just for posterity?
Just for the shits and giggles, that's why I did it.
Wow.
I did it for shits and giggles, I'll be completely honest.
Love that bass. Oh, where? I like that.
So, lyrics. There was an idea for this album to have sort of lyrics, but I just decided against it because, well, it's going to be an alternate viewpoint from the cryptid side. And I've been doing no lyrics for a very long time. Apart from Donna Dimitrix's fucking remixes. And Are You Proud of Me Now? And Live Life by the Chord. But lyrics were supposed to be in this album. It's just I can't write for shit. Let's just say, thankfully, if there's ever an opportunity that comes up, I'll probably... I mean, if a track is right, which some of these in here are, which One Against an Army is... I believe, the other one was Ambition Beyond Belief as well. That was supposed to have lyrics. What's another one? There's another track later in the album, but I'll explain that later, but I think I can say its name. The Wired One, which is the first deluxe track. That was gonna hold lyrics. That would be fucking big and fucking beefy lyrics as well. So, hey, want me to write lyrics and add vocals to these? Oh, just an idea. I'm doing it with my Consequence stuff. Just an idea. I'm doing it with my Consequence stuff. So why not another? Fair enough. I mean, if you want to try and write stuff for said and just post it just for the funny meme, funny haha goofs, then go for it. I don't expect to like I'm just saying on my end I can't write for shit. So I mean, if you want to try and write something down for these and just post on YouTube and I'll react to it and see, because there's certain ideas I have for certain tracks they just don't follow through right. So if you want to write lyrics to these and just post them on wherever the hell, or just send them my way, then better do it, right? I ain't gonna stop you. So yeah, What Against Army took about maybe an hour and a half to produce. Well, an hour and a half to an hour and 45 is the longest produced track I've done. Just because midway through production of this, I changed the guitars to a different plugin. Originally, they were supposed to have the very old guitars like I used to have. So I changed the guitars, added a distortion effect to the plugin, and just went ham with it. However, Just You and Me was the very first track I released as a single for the album that had said guitars in them. I just released One Against an Army later that month because it was in question if I was going to do another album or not. So, and even if the track was meant to be in the album or not. So we're gonna One Against an Army. I've explained earlier. It's pretty much decrypted versus fucking hordes upon hordes of fucking army, or hordes upon hordes of people who are just blinded by fucking power. So, Just You and Me, I'll explain later. So,
Okay. Ooh, those high squiggly synths.
I even changed the guitars for these ones, I think. No wait, I tell a lie. Yeah, One Against an Army was the first one I did with the new guitars for.
Bit slower with this one.
Yeah, because the previous one had the old guitars. Yeah, but this track is way slower than where it was supposed to be. I just slowed it down because why not?
Is it so high?
I synths again. I just love the synths mixed with rock because why the fuck not? Because it fits. Somehow, some way, I cannot escape Iris. For some reason, I can't escape Iris. We keep getting dragged back down. Fuck it, I'm making a joke post. I'm making a joke post in a few weeks' time where I mix Mother Hive with Just You and Me. How dare you? That wasn't even my original intention. It was just like, well, turn the tempo down and make it sound a lot more like menacing and like tormenting as well. Like, because it's Haverdeath and Decrypted, so they tend to conflict and one empowers the other. Like, it's an empowering track. Like, it's just you and me. You can't do shit. I can see it mixing well with Martha Hive if I mix it right. It's the same key to that. It can't be coincidence. Motherfucker. Alright. You know what? I'll make a ComplexiVerse Restoration Deluxe Edition. Double deluxe where we have just one singular track where it's just you and me and Mother Hive combined. What has the world come to?
Sorry. I noticed the beat was similar. Sorry, I had to. Is it in the same key too? Wait, that'd be kind of funny.
Fuck it, I'm mixing them together at this point. Might as well.
Hold on. Hold on to the love. Rise up with a high. Sorry, I'm done. Ooh, those kicks.
There's an error in this song. There is an error in this song which no one knows about. There is something wrong with this track that wasn't meant to be in this track. But it ended up staying and went completely under my radar. I released it and I look back at the album like, I don't want to cancel the release, but it sounds good regardless. There was never meant to be drums before the bridge. Like, just the drums on its own, like in this bit here. Now, before the bell, there wasn't meant to be any drums. Like, what? For like 2 beats. No. The 2 beats? Yeah, 2 beats. There was meant to be zero drums for 2 beats before that bell for the bridge. That was an error, which then turned into that. It went completely under my radar. But it works. At one point, I'm pissed. But at the other point, I like it. Like, I can't be mad, but I'm just disappointed that I missed it, but it works, so.
Are we gonna do another one?
Yes.
Brandon,
Yes.
please.
No. You're
No.
gonna get one. It's the key change album for a
Okay.
reason.
You motherfucker!
5.
What is the 6 out of 8 now?
5.
How many tracks have there been so far?
6 and 7. There's 7. There is 7 of them. We'll
Yo.
keep changing this track, so there's 7 now.
You asshole.
Oh, 6, one more though. 6, what? I for fuck's sake. I never just fully embarrassed myself in front of you lot. I held up a 6 and I said 7. Fuck, okay.
Back to the original key. I like that. I like that. So, how am I gonna do this? Because, like, is this reaction just gonna be the key change compilation number 2?
Yes.
Like, what do you want me to do here, Brandon?
Cut the album down so it's just the key changes. And you might possibly have a 10-minute video in itself. Potentially, if not, probably 8 minutes. Free content. Oh, I'm an idiot for doing too many key changes in this album, but fuck it. Worth it. I'm pretty sure I did all these key changes just for one reason alone. Well, two reasons. There's a serious and a funny reason. The serious reason is I need to build up my discography for key changes. The funny reason is I got bored. Got very fucking bored, so I would literally, before I scheduled all these tracks to be put on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music, I just went, you know, it'd be really funny if I just made over half the tracks have a key change or two, and I got bored, and the rest is history. Never look back, and no fucks given. So sorry, not sorry. um, just you and me took maybe, if I was to be honest, an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. So, yeah. Sammy ass response right there. They specifically did the safe haven key change for my reaction. Ooh, hell fucking yeah. Gotta love it, gotta love it. But just you and me took an hour and 15 minutes. With two key changes, that took 2 minutes. Copy and paste, shift it up. Copy and paste, shift it up. Place, done. But in the story, Just You and Me is pretty much when Decrypted goes to jail, which is him and Haverdeath kind of conflicting with each other, but Haverdeath empowers him, causing this boy to go down a very weird mental decline, which will be shown as the track lists progress, which I'll explain later. So after the war, he gets put behind bars for very obvious reasons. So yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Mm. Trial and Confinement, the interlude track, which kind of blends into the next track. Was to be honest.
Love that waveform. So wacky. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The cosmic vibes is strong with this one. Cosmic and yet somewhat disturbing.
Whoa.
There is some sub bass in this fucking synth.
What in the outer tail is happening with these synths? Weird.
This is just ambience for something I did want to work on at the time, but when it came down to the album release, I just like, well, I have all these tracks ready, fucking release them. There's supposed to be a video, well, there's supposed to be a wide one video that has this in the background as background ambience. And
So weird.
and it matches the cosmic vibes in the background, because why the fuck not? Because it's nebula and shit, universe and shit.
Whoa, is that it?
No. Like multi-tricks. Trial and Confinement is pretty much Your crypto goes to trial and he gets sentenced to be put in an endless state of torture. So, kind of what that is. An interlude track. Took 10 minutes. No, 10, 15 minutes roughly. No effects needed, it was just... No effects, just mix, master, bosh, that's it. But hello, Multi-Tricks, I remember you from the original ComplexiVerse transmissions, because yes... Multi-Tricks is my buddy, my good old pal, my good old chum, which I miss dearly. He'll come back whenever the hell he's ready. Whenever I feel like the time is right for this boy to come back for ComplexiVerse's lore point, so we're getting into the first deluxe track. So basically what I did for this album is I put the first deluxe track in the very middle of the album. So I could really just be like, well, if it's telling the same story, why not just have this as the deluxe track? Plus, it's been through enough remasters. This is the last one I am fucking doing for it. So we're giving this remaster a good old send-off by making it deluxe and putting it at the very middle of the album.
Hello? Ooh, okay. Nice. And there's 20 whole minutes of deluxe tracks.
No. So it's showing deluxe edition. It doesn't mean the rest of the album is going to be deluxe. It just means this one track's going to be deluxe and it goes back to the standard edition. It's just showing you where it fits into the story and it will be good. But that would be a very weird thought though. What would happen if half of the album was deluxe and half of it was standard? Do not give me ideas. You plague the mind of a mad musician. I'm a fucking moron. That would have been a sick idea and a sick prank to pull on. But fuck it, well, I mean... to be honest, I understand it because it says deluxe edition, it just like shows the rest of the bar. I can understand why people would think that, so don't worry. I thought I'd just give it a bit more insight because imagine though, 20 minutes of deluxe tracks? I have to think of like 2 hours worth of material beforehand if I wanted to have 20 minutes of deluxe. That'd be an interesting yet funny thought.
Nice.
There's my boy. There's the wide one.
Oh, wait. Yo, wired one. Yo.
With a
let's
redesign,
go.
with a remaster in restoration.
Yeah. The guitar. Yo.
This was supposed to have lyrics, but again, I can't write for shit.
Whoa. Oh my god.
This is my second favorite of the album because Ambition Beyond Belief is up there.
I love the choral portion of this song.
With a different choir
That guitar!
as well. The guitars are just way more better and way more organic now. I used 2 synths for the synth bass.
Yow! Yo, when the synth kicks in her, it just creates such a cool energy. I believe there was also a key change in this one out of what I've read.
No, the original had no key change. So you got 2 for free. Yeah, there's 2 synths for this synth as well. So I combined the 2 and made that. That's kind of like an unearthly kind of feel. Like this is unearthly torture.
I
So
wonder how it'll sound. Oh, that's hype. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
we'll make it
What?
8 now.
That double key change! What?
8 key changes.
I did not know about this! Yo! Yo! I did not know about that! That was amazing! So well executed! Fuck you! Yo! That was hype as hell!
Oh, my favorite track of all time in terms of like my entire discography was Wired One until Ambition Beyond Belief was born. Reason being is because it's just a track I can really vibe to. Plus, it's like it's very. This version specifically is very unearthly now. There's 2 synths I combined to make 1 synth for the overall melody of it. Because we all know how the old one went for the ComplexiVerse, the OG ComplexiVerse album, which was just 1 synth being just melodic. This one, it's the same. It's just it has another synth underneath it to kind of just drown it out a little bit at least. This one took 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. 2 hours, 30 minutes to make that boy. There was just so much going on in that track that it took that long. The Wired One is the torture method. This was what was given to him in his trial. It said you are going to be forced to remain in confinement and be tortured for your crimes until we seem fit. So that's his confinement after his trial. So those 2 kind of link together. Trial confinement is just like a bridge between just you and me and the Wired One restored. Yeah, that's kind of what I really have to say about that track. So definitely my second favorite. Ambition Beyond Belief is my all-time favorite of the album. I had to go third place. Third place, One Against an Army. Fourth place, Multiverse Error Restored, which will be later. And fifth place, which I'll just leave fifth place at the final place of the pedestal. Born for Something More. I feel like is my hefty top 5 for this album.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
Ooh.
something I wasn't really gonna remaster until the very last days of production of the album was this track. I felt like, well, it seems our place to
Ooh,
put here.
that bass pops.
That bass is from FLR, a blessing.
It has a very similar. This song has a very similar riff to Wild One.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't want to put it in the album.
Even
I was
though
like, fuck it.
Structurally, the choir is very much the same.
I just said, fuck it, have this as like a little extra. Like, this was the last track I made for the album. I just said, fuck it,
Nice.
here you go.
Ooh, the like chittering synths. In both ears, I'm hearing it more in this one.
It's just the way the synth was. This, I tried.
Yeah.
I tried so hard to fix the panning of that synth for like 10 minutes. It just didn't work. I will be completely honest with you. I tried to make it at least more centered in terms of the overall mix, but it just didn't want to for some reason. So I just kind of lowered its volume, mastered the entire track, and just said, you know what, we call it a day. It's fine.
Yeah, they're fluctuating a little bit more here, but here they're very prevalent. Love it. Yo, that was sick. The drums there.
You've had 8 so far.
Brandon.
You
No,
have 8 so far.
you didn't.
Is there a 9th in this track?
No.
Is there a 9th key change? Answer? Yes.
This motherfucker.
I just made it a key change to piss everyone off. I can change my music, fuck
Wow.
you. Y'all wanted me to change my shit, here you go. I did it for shits and giggles, I'll be honest.
Wow. You fucker. Ooh, I like the way that waveform left off.
Blacked Out is a very personal one to me. I've explained it many times, which is that's the state I used to go as. The reason why I say used to is I don't do it anymore because I'm in a much better mental state. Which was if things went wrong, if certain things weren't going in a very positive, like if certain situations happen that's revolving around me, or if something that really just doesn't sit right with me, or like if I get too into a depressing state, Blacked Out is the name you'd see on my Discord profile as like a way of saying I'm taking time away from the internet, I'm out of it. This one took an hour. This track specifically took an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. The synths were a bit of a problem, but they still worked regardless. but the guitars were just better. Like the guitars just empower it to the point where it isn't really that much of a problem. So the bass, standard slap bass in FL, just EQ'd it right to the point where got rid of some of the bass, but higher the higher pitches or the higher frequencies. Sorry. So it sounds more like slappy and poppy. So it slaps and pops a little bit more in the mix. So a fun one. In the story, this is the state where the Cryptid's like, oh shit, what the fuck have I done? I've seriously fucked up big time, and I can't do shit. This is where he has his mental breakdown, like in his own head. Like he's like battling this AI consciousness, like severely battling it. So there's a reason why I put standard B.B.B on the album art, is because, well, Habbo Death is all the negative thoughts I've ever had in my entire life. So Habbo Death is my demon that I really don't want to look at anymore. I still have to write him, so shit. I can write him out, it's fine. It's just a case of he represents all of the fucking negativity that's happened in my fucking lifespan, so. And we're getting into multiverse error restored. I did fix this up because, well, it's ComplexiVerse Restoration Plus. It was the very first track that I've made for this channel. I thought, you can't go without this album. You can't have this album released without a remastered version of our very first track. Like, come on.
Multiverse error, okay.
So the Cryptid's going from the Haberverse to the ComplexiVerse. Kind of all this track is.
Yeah.
The sirens are back, just they're not as prominent, and plus they're mixed well. Like they're more left-right specific now. The panning of them is improved. And filters! Filters! Bless the filters.
Oh my god, that's so high!
Yeah, you couldn't really hear it in the mix, but high synths, they go hard. Literally hard. When you mix a song like this.
It's so dancey!
Nothing sus. I made it a bit
Damn.
more... Less chaotic, but more... Yeah, like Winter said, more dancey kind of feel. Apart from this part. And I sidechained for the first time in this track. And yes, the sirens get faster now. Because why the fuck not?
I really like the feel of this restored version. It's so cool. That's so high, it's like a mouse squeaking. Either that or a balloon screeching.
The balloon synth. Yes, balloons.
Oh wow. This is just a club banger right here. Please tell me it's gonna go. Bum, bum, bum. Why does that give like Mick Gordon vibes?
I don't know.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of We All Burn from My Consequence. I definitely would know because I helped with the production of that track a little bit. That sounds a little bit like My Consequence.
He spoke about. Hey, Winter spoke about My Consequence earlier. It's coincidence.
Yeah.
Key change 9.
What? I didn't think this could have a key change. Ooh. I didn't even know that could have a key change. Wow. Wow.
You did not. You did not make fun of my fucking siren noise. I'm taking the piss now. Wow. What the fuck? Nah, I'm just taking the piss though. Don't mind me. Why? I understand it. Wow. Wow. Originally, this wasn't supposed to have a key change, but like I mentioned earlier, when it came close to the production, I was like, fuck it, I can't whack a key change in there. Just to show that it's been remastered and restored. I don't want to get the two confused. Nah, I just did it for the shits and giggles. I did it for the funny hee hee ha ha. So you'll have fun with this.
Ooh, I like the way that one faded out. This isn't the last track, is it?
No. But I'm going to talk about Multiverse Error a bit more. This restore version took maybe an hour. No. Nearly 2 hours. Mainly because I struggled so hard to find the right sense to make it as accurate to its original as possible. I used some of the default drum loops in FL to help combat. I used sidechain for the first time, so that took a massive chunk of my time. Mixing it and effects took maybe 20 minutes. I was listening back into it all, panning it's easy for the sirens. And he did make a comment saying if the sirens went a bit more faster, if it in terms of like going from ear to ear faster and faster. There was plans to do that, but it just didn't sound right specifically for me. So I just kind of left them sped up double time and not quadruple timed. So yeah, multiverse error is pretty much when Decrypted goes into the ComplexiVerse after asking for help for a few, just to get out of confinement and go to his resting ground, which is the ComplexiVerse. And this track, Farewell, is kind of continuing off of that. He's going to the ComplexiVerse to actually properly rest. And he is going there for the sole purpose of getting away from fucking destruction and havoc. So yeah, for those who didn't know what that track meant, and it means so much to me because it's the first track we've done for the channel. Like, it was our first proper upload. Times were simpler back then. Times were very simpler back then, but Only one way to go but forward, and only one way to go but up. So
We've got like 8 minutes left. This can't be an 8-minute Brandon track.
oh, if only,
His
if
ADHD
only.
is too high for that. Sorry.
I mean, I don't have ADHD. I have autism, but you're close. You are close. They're finding me out. They're finding me out. They're finding me out. Run. But it's it's fine. And yes, I did connect voice mod to my actual OBS mic. I did do that. You'll better run.
This isn't the last track, is it?
I pressed 5 on the keypad and it
Yeah.
went back, so
Like 8 minutes left. This can't be an 8-minute Brandon.
we go to there. Yeah. I messed around with the orchestral VST for the first time in this track. I think. No, this was after Born for Something More. After all said and done, Decrypted's going. He's had his time. And the flutes. That's flutes.
Mixing that with a synth to harmonize?
It is.
Ooh.
It does sound like a synth, but they're flutes. Literal flutes, I think. Yeah, they're flutes. If I remember correctly.
That piano is gorgeous.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When I showed this track to my wife, well, my girlfriend, but my wife, we just aren't married yet. So don't get it twisted. But she said that it sounds like, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, she said it sounds like something in 50 Shades of Grey. I see it. I hear it. I'm disappointed that I hear it. But at the same time, it fits. I mean, there are 50 Shades of Grey on the fucking art piece I did for the track, so coincidence? I don't know. I really lose track. I'm sorry. I've done 9. Is it 10? Done 10 so far. 10 key changes in this album so far.
I love that harmony.
You'll hear this harmony a lot more in Infinitude Re-Envisioned.
Really
So
good stuff.
if you like this harmony, keep an eye out for Infinitude Re-Envisioned next year. So this is probably up there as well, actually. It's well done. And it's more full. I would put this above Born for Some... No. Yeah, I'll put this above Born for Something More, so that takes number 5 spot.
You motherfucker.
11 key changes. I feel like... Have I done the amount of key changes for the amount of tracks for the album? 2 deluxe tracks. Wide one, and Finally I Can Rest. Born for Something More, The Lethal Deal. Developing Havoc itself. Ambition Beyond Belief. Rage Battlefield. One Against Tsunami. Just You and Me. Trial of confinement. Blacked out. Multiverse error. Farewell. So no, we're two key changes short for him to match the amount. So fuck, I was close. That would've been funny as fuck.
Wow. Okay.
Oh shit. It's spilling.
Wow.
There we go. I just inhaled oxygen for no reason. Just spilled.
Wow.
And now we get to
I knew it.
the grand finale of tracks.
Ooh, I love this background here.
Background was drawn by Squish. Just had to give that shout out. This background was drawn by Squish, and that is the background that I will be using in the trailer that is dropping in 2 days' time. So December 19th, there is a trailer that I will be dropping for this channel. It is trailer 3 for Wolf Scientia. And it features Decrypted, Infinitine, and CNE, where they try and prepare for war. Like they're preparing to keep their citizens safe in the ComplexiVerse, well, mainly Infinitine and CNE citizens. Decrypted's just to help around with fighting and shit. But he is Infinitine, so they did kind of clash. Yeah, trailer 3 will be releasing for Wolf Scientia very, very fucking soon. And by soon, in 2 days' time. So, be on the lookout on this channel on the 19th. Well, and speaking of the 19th, I will be hosting a stream on my channel, which is going to be announced tomorrow. For that stream will be. I didn't put it in the roster of what I put in the announcement. Just so you'll know. So keep an eye on the TGT server tomorrow. You'll know what I'm talking about. There's just so much shit I've got going
What
on.
do we got? Ooh.
Which, this is actually a transition track from ComplexiVerse Restoration to Lo-Fi Vibes 2.
Okay.
So for those who are wondering, yes, Lo-Fi Vibes is kind of canonical to Scientia. It's the music in Decrypted's headphones while
That's
he's
a classic,
making shit.
pop rhythm.
It's lo-fi hip hop, so we're nearly through with the video, lads. We've got 7 minutes left, and I'll give my overall thoughts about the album and what and this video in general, and I can fuck off from this stream and potentially work on the next album. I'm fucking with you lot. I don't know what we'll be doing after this stream. I mean, I do know, but will I tell you? No.
Wow.
Actually, I'll tell you, I'll be fucking lazy, let's be honest. Play video games, not do anything productive. So yeah, the background is the ComplexiVerse, if you're wondering, and that's where Infinity and Ceni will stay, in that tree. The big tree is their kingdom within the leaves, so go up the trunk and you go up the tree trunk and
I like that.
encased in the leaves. Yeah, is that the whoa? Whoa. Yeah, those lyrics. I was gonna if I was to be honest, I was gonna get King to do vocals for these. But overall, I just felt like in my head, I thought, well, to get more people invested in TNT, I was gonna get King to do vocals for this track.
So
But again, I
peaceful.
can't write lyrics for it, so. Yeah. As I was going on earlier, if you go up the trunk and within the leaves there is a kingdom encased inside. But there is a village that will be outside of the entrance to the tree trunk. So there'll be a village down there, but the kingdom will be held inside. Up in the leaves, I think. If I remember specifically what me and Squish were talking about. There were ideas for it, but very little information as of right now, but I'll get to writing on the ComplexiVerse side of things very soon. And by very soon, I mean probably within the next few days, because I want to do a video in regards to it. Well, talk about Farewell. Farewell took, I believe, like 2 hours to make. Fully mix, master, pull the instruments together, use effects for like reverb. There's slight reverb there, but I didn't want to put too much on other instruments. But the piano I put just the right amount so it bleeds out at the very end of the song pretty well. So we have that. Finally, I can rest. Took an hour. Because I felt like since restoration is going to be telling, well, also it told the past and also will be telling the future of where the story will be heading. So Lo-Fi Vibes 2 will be afterwards of this. So it kind of goes ComplexiVerse restoration in the top of the timeline. The OG ComplexiVerse will take like a small chunk underneath it so they're parallel. And then after restoration, it will be Lo-Fi Vibes 2. In terms of the TGT discography. So yeah, this one I just kind of went with a lo-fi hip hop vibe because as well as the message at the very end will say, I can rest.
Wow.
It says it says, well, there we go. The last album, ComplexiVerse Restoration, has really been a fun project to work on. It has the same story you all knew, but I wanted to give the story a happy note to end on. So with that being said, finally I can rest. Thanks for watching, and just my name there. I mean, I did rest for a few months until I came back with
Nice. Well done.
well, with some new shit. So
Hey.
restoration, TGT, B.B.B. album restoration, artist, TGT, producer, me, dual use FL, mixing and mastering done by me and distributed by Muse. Muse is just like a free distribution company that I use to distribute my music to all streaming platforms. In terms of YouTube, like the TGT YouTube channel, that's me. In terms of the TGT artist page on YouTube, that's Muse. So, and YouTube Music, they manage that. So,
Hell yeah. So it does use a Muse as the distributor. Okay.
yes.
Hell yeah. Good record. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit. So, this is essentially the key change compilation number 2, because holy
Yes!
shit, the amount of key changes
There's
on
11
this
of them.
record is insane. I want to say, because let me actually pull this up, because there were a lot more key changes than I was expecting, even a track with a double key change at one point, which is just absurd. I
Let's
never
do.
thought, like, first off, I didn't think that there would be so many key changes just in general, but I never thought that Brandon would do a double key change, which I really want to pat myself on the back, because I believe that was something I introduced Brandon to.
Yep. How
But
dare you
let's
introduce.
look.
You opened the door to key changes. You shouldn't have done that. You really shouldn't have done that, because look what happened. Look what happened, Winter. Look what happened. Look what I did. 11 key changes in a 13-track album. That's the amount of key changes for the amount of standard tracks that are on the album. 11 standard tracks, I think. Yes, because it's 11 standard, 2 deluxe. Well, my discography's gonna be fucked. There's already enough albums and shit I already have to fucking remember for the CNTO recap video. Lord help me for that one. But, yeah. You opened the door to key changes, and I don't know how I specifically feel about it on my end, because look, I've made 11 key changes in a single album, and there'll be future key changes, just not that many in a single album, because I don't want anymore. So, ComplexiVerse Restoration was a very wild ride for me. Easy.
Look at this for a second. ComplexiVerse Restoration. Looks like this is a 13-track record. I want to say like 8 or 9 out of these 13 had a key change.
You said 8 or 9, let's count them. So there's Lethal Deal, Ambition Beyond Belief, Rage Battlefield, One Against an Army, Just You and Me. Wired was as wired. There's Wired one as well. Blacked Out, Multiverse Error, and Farewell. Yeah, 9. You are fucking correct. 9 tracks have key changes.
Which is just ridiculous, dude. That's a lot of key changes for an album to have. That was insane.
I did it to build the
13
discography.
tracks. Okay. Yeah. But just overall, this album is such leaps and bounds in terms of quality better than the original ComplexiVerse album. And I know that it is not per se entirely the same album. There was actually quite a bit added to this in terms of making it different, making the story a little bit more complex. But overall, this was a great record. I really, really enjoyed. I think Ambition Beyond Belief was really good. I thought Engraved Battlefield was very well done. Wired One, obviously that double key change is gonna stick with me. That's really cool. I think Multiverse Error was really good as the restored version. And I think I also just really like Born for Something More, that starting track, because of just how organic everything sounded with that one. But I'll be honest, other than that, I really don't have too much else to say. For those of you who are watching this when this is released, tomorrow, by the time you guys are seeing this, I will have the Winter Talks episode with Brandon B.B.B. of, his stuff, Golden Trio, all that happy jazz. So I think that is about it from me. I've been Winter. We've reacted to ComplexiVerse Restoration. If you like what you saw, leave likes, comments, all that happy jazz. That's about it from me. Peace. In due time.
Oh, that was fun. What a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen. What a fucking wild ride for this album. I'll be completely honest with you, I really do enjoy this album a lot more. Because of how big and more ambitious it is now compared to what the original had back then. But in terms of the reaction as a whole, I feel like Winter gives information, he gives me pointers, but he may in terms of how it he gives information in regards to his input slash comments on certain tracks, which is nice. It's not just very one-sided. It goes both ways. It's very balanced in terms of there's some goods in this, but it also could be better if you did this or this. It was a review of the album and it's a reaction to it. And that's why I kind of like Winter's reactions, because it's not one-sided at all. It's open and it's more well balanced in terms of giving comments towards certain things. So thank you, Winter, for reacting to the album. Thank Christ you didn't react to the board pack, because that would have been something to explain. That would be the board pack. Oh dear, I don't want to talk about that. We don't talk about the board pack. Well, we do, but we don't. It's what it is. It's the board pack. Half of the tracks were already done. I just put into the album, and half of them were done on stream. So yeah. Overall, I think ComplexiVerse Restoration made it in terms of like Winter said, heaps and bounds. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to put some music in the background. Where is it? There we go. I've been Brandon B.B. from the TGT channel. This has been Winter Reacts to our album Restoration. The Mimi Key Change album, as I will be forever calling it. If you haven't already, go sub to him in the description. It will lead to his Winter Dust. It will lead to their Winter Dust stuff channel. If you go into the description as well, you can find our Discord server. You get all the announcements and information for certain things later down the line. I'm Brandon B.B. This has been a live reaction. I will see you all potentially on the 19th on both this channel for the trailer and my channel for a certain live stream which I'll be announcing tomorrow on the TGT server. Anyways, I hope you all had a very good stream. I'm heading off. Bye everyone, love you all to pieces. Join the Discord server down below, sub to Winter, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye bye. Much love, take care. Ah!